Wrestling, I'm joined by Deacon Bill Mudd, along with the APW television champion, the Reverend Slim. And Reverend Slim, before I talk about last week, I gotta mention, this hour, you're gonna be putting that belt up against one of the most vicious, diabolical men ever to step in this ring in hardcore, Hunter Thompson.
What a joy it is to be back in the house tonight. Amen. What a beautiful congregation. What a joy it is to be here, me and Brother Deacon Mudd. I can't think of nowhere else that I'd rather be than Chestnut, South Carolina. Amen. Amen. Hardcore Hunter Thompson, I want you to know tonight, brother, Reverend Slim's been witnessing, praying, testifying about your heart. And I know, brother, you've got hell's whip within your heart. And the only way, Hunter Thompson, to rid your soul of that hell is for Reverend Slim to beat the hell out of you. And when we rejoice together at this beloved auditorium, hand in hand, we will be free. Let freedom ring, let freedom ring. Amen. Blessed be the name of Reverend Slim.
Now, Reverend Slim, before you go, we got to talk about last week. How do you feel after what happened last week here in the ring with that python snake placed on you by Indians with Attitude?
Just saddens my heart, Jay Eagle, that you know I was helpless. And you'd lay that slick, slimy reptile across my poor old broken body. But I want you to know right now tonight, Jay Eagle, I looked into your eyes and I seen the serpent. And I'm going to turn you back to that beloved old warrior that we all once loved. Let freedom ring on you, Jay Eagle. The serpent will be snatched by the throat. And we will rejoice in the name of Reverend Slim, old man.
There you have it from the
Bailey, or Jeff T. Bailey, then he is going to need to loosen that coat to give him running room.
Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. Hunter Thompson is a former hardcore champion. That belt has been retired. Reverend Slim, the current TV champion. This ought to be an exciting contest.
The TV champion, Reverend Slim. And wahoo, he's quite different than anything that I've seen down the pike in a long time. And I won't say that complimentary. Let's just say that I said he was different.
Well, he looks different.
Absolutely. You don't find too many people wrestling today in a two-piece suit. But notice big hitman Hunter now goes right after that side of headlock. And this Hunter Thompson, man, you've known him for a long time. And he'll go out there, he's willing to mix it up with the best of it.
No doubt about it. I mean, this man is specializing in brawling all over the arenas and things of that nature, but also can wrestle. Slim sending his man packing after a series of drop kicks. Referee Dennis Price, good to see him back in action after a brief hiatus, almost counting Thompson out. A standing fireman's carry. And I'll tell you, anytime you got to deal with a man on the outside of the ring, Wahoo, you have to keep your eye on him as well as the man you wrestle.
It's hard when you got outside interference and outside tension. It's hard to split attention and concentrate on the real ring.
Well, I'm sure a lot of times your focus is shifted from your opponent to the manager on the outside. It causes a tremendous amount of problems for the man that you're competing against. And Jeff G. Bailey with a trip on the Reverend Slim, very blatant and obvious. And Hunter Thompson laying in the boots. Charlie, I'll tell you one thing. If Bailey continues this interference, I'm sure that Deacon Bill Budd will be there to offset this interference. Let's at least hope so.
Well, one thing for sure, Dan, this Deacon Budd, he's keeping an eye on Jeff G. Bailey over here in this corner. And none other than Jeff G. Bailey giving Hitman Hunter all of the instructions that he could possibly give him. And Wahoo, this is one of the guys too. Notice him now. He'll get him physically involved. He's over there choking the life right out of Reverend Slim. And the referee asks him, he'll say, nope, I haven't done a thing. He's just taking advantage of the situation. That's exactly right. He'll take a shortcut in a minute. And notice now that anytime that you have Jeff G. Bailey at ringside, Wahoo, it's really like going in there and trying to wrestle two men, because you never know what Bailey's going to do outside of that ring.
Power slam and only a count of two.
We're going to have to smarten this referee up, let him know we got a timekeeper. He's got his watching ring on in the ring. We got a timekeeper.
And I'll tell you one thing, if you're down like that, that knee's in the back, you're having to carry your man's weight, especially a man of Thompson's size.
That's exactly right. And I guarantee you, Hitman Hunter, or Hunter Thompson, is no small man himself. He must go, what, about 260, 270?
At least that.
Yeah, at least that.
Very fast, very agile, very powerful for a man his size.
That's right.
Setting him up for an Irish whip.
Big back body drop on none other than Reverend Slim. And, you know, I wasn't here, Dan, but you was a couple of weeks ago during the TV taping when Chief J. Eagle and his Indians with Attitude brought a snake out here and put it on Reverend Slim, and I bet he done some dancing then, sure enough.
Well, Charlie, actually, that terrified me. I'm very frightened of snakes, and Reverend Slim was immobilized. I think it did a lot of emotional and psychological damage to him. Eagle was disguised as the devil himself almost.
Look at Bailey, look at Bailey. Look at this, Deacon Mudd going up to the ring. Deacon Mudd takes that big tray and clobbers Hitman Hunter, putting Reverend Slim over on top of him now. And J.C. Bailey hasn't seen a bit of that. And we have a winner, wrestling fans, and that winner is none other than Reverend Slim with Deacon Mudd.